Wow.
It's not done yet.
Yeah, we can tell.
Can you edit that, you piece of shit?
Don't show them.
Thank you. Well, we're not really. We just kind of jump into it. You know what I mean? Dre, don't leave me. I have to do this. Don't leave me. Promise. Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm like, leave me a half a haircut. Come in here and watch, bro. Hi, what's up, everybody? You're tuning into the FWAYGO podcast.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah, I've got Abel Hart.
Hello.
I got Sonny, and I got our boy. Introduce yourself.
Kai Watson, what's going on?
From where?
Yes, sir.
From Seattle.
No,
But from the Sing podcast.
The
Sing
fuck?
podcast now, yeah.
Like
From Seattle originally, Sing podcast.
Chicago, Illinois, so like long walks on the beach and
Little neighborhood.
Full life story.
Yeah, special guest appearance from the sink.
I literally just threw him on here.
2 minutes ago. Did not know I was coming on here. I have no pre-show.
true.
but it's gonna
These
be-
guys are actually pretty popping. Like they really got a cool thing. And I hit them. I was like, hey, you want to do some cool stuff? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they were like super cool. Came down. They really got their shit together for a bunch of 20-year-olds, bro.
Yeah.
that's
I mean, they live like filthy animals, but other than that, like they live like dirty college kids. But, like other than that, they got it going on.
No.
Your whole living situation's all fucked up.
Oh, dude, when we first moved down here, it was a
Smells like feet
one-bedroom.
and cheese.
It does, yeah. It was Hollywood. We had one bathroom for 8 people.
Oh,
right?
God.
We had an outdoor kind of like there was parties in our house that were so like fucked up because someone would be like, let's say someone's banging in the bathroom and no one's coming out, and there's like 300 people there. We had a chick that took toilet paper, and the next morning we found out she took a massive dump in her backyard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I
You
was
kept
like,
her around, huh?
yeah, we did, of course. Like I'm actually now dating her. She's
Fire.
great.
Yo, you
Stanley
really-
steamers every night. But like, dude, waking up to a massive dookie in your backyard. And we don't have a dog, so it's like it's not a fucking bear.
She's here again.
Bro, I once had this girl come over. This is true.
Oh my God.
I was
that's
hooking up with this
insane.
chick one time, and she brought a grenade with her. So I was like, yo, I told my boys, like, you got to take down the grenade. This girl took the biggest shit in the toilet. She clogged the toilet. I had to go in there with like a fucking piece of wood and like chop it up.
That's when they always come
So
out and they're like,
flushed.
someone was in there before me.
Bro, it was like a baby's arm holding an apple. It like blinked at me, okay? I'm not kidding you. So we called her Linus Longpoo for forever.
What?
She's first of all, she was weird. She'd show up with a blankie that she had for like 20 years.
Oh wow.
I was like, why do you have a fucking blanket? She's like, it's just my comfort. And I'm like,
Okay, wait, let me ask you this. Have you played the like the red flag game? So let's say imagine you have the most perfect girlfriend in the world, right? Your perfect dream girl. Your parents love her, your best friends love her. They're all so jealous because she's like the best. You love her. But
she's not a skank.
yeah, but she always brings a little blankie with her. She always calls it her blankie. But she's the most perfect girl. Is that like a rule breaker?
No, not at all. I love cuddling, so that's like
wanna
the
know, well,
perfect thing.
I want to know how it smells first, because after 20 years having a blankie, it might smell like a fucking.
Cleans it like once every like 6 months. It isn't clean, but she's perfect. She's your dream girl, but she will always have that with her at dinners, events.
I mean, that's
anywhere.
better than like a horrible laugh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my.
All
God.
the time?
Yo, have you
All the
ever-
time?
I feel like you, Abel, you've had some like nightmare girlfriends, no?
No, everyone is different and special. you know? No, there's
You know
not-
this guy's fucks. This guy fucks. He's,
No, I mean, yeah, everyone is different, and no, I've had some cool experiences.
have you really? In L.A.?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I thought I had awesome experiences when I was in Philadelphia, but it's a whole different tier out here.
Yeah. So you're from Philadelphia originally, and you just got to LA, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was out here before, and then COVID had hit, so I went back to my parents in Philadelphia to support them. They're getting
So you live at
Getting
home with your
older.
parents, is what you're saying?
no, I don't live with my parents,
Okay.
but
Your roommates?
No, I mean, no, my parents. Shout
roommates?
out to my parents in general. They have been the most supportive, and just spiritually, mentally, just everything that they've taught me has been detrimental. But they
I remember them saying something about hating you. I just like,
they don't like probably because I am super loud making music.
are you in there making music all day?
I mean, I was when I first
Your
started.
dad's like, you're
yeah.
to make a beat. He's like, Abel, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, no, my parents were
I'm
super.
gonna work at 6.
No, when I started, years ago when I started, my parents were super awesome. I'd be in the next room over, and I would be blasting. My mom has to get up to work for like at 5 o'clock.
You're like,
so-
I'm gonna make it. You're like, I hope you do. So
Mom-
you can get
Mom-
your own fucking house.
Mom,
Scumbag.
trust me. Yeah, I think they doubted. Not they doubted, but when the music wasn't good for a long time.
Oh yeah, dude. Listen,
You know, at the
when you
beginning.
first start music and you fucking suck, and that's the worst, dude. Because like,
What are people supposed to tell you? Like, I mean,
oh no, listen, this is how it works. No one is good going into it.
No,
Y-
for sure.
Your first 28,000 songs are terrible.
That's so true.
They're fucking terrible. And that's how it works. Like, I always tell every artist, listen, if you think you're hot, sit in the studio for 5 years. If you think you're dope, stay there another 2 just to make sure.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
true. I like that. Yeah, it is true. And it's just like sticking with it and actually believing in something that I guess with music you can't hear or other people don't see.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And it's super important.
Unless you have like friends and you're like, what's that white kid who was like, rapping with like a gun in his hand?
Oh, for the meme?
Slim Jesus?
Slim Jesus.
Oh,
Unless you're Slim Jesus, then people are lying to you, telling you you're dope
Yeah, I mean that's
because they're laughing at you.
He's hot. I fuck with him.
Yeah.
He's hard.
Bro, like, bro, yeah, I brought him to Maine
What?
for a show. Like I booked him,
This is your boy. Wow.
and he was like the weirdest kid in the world. I'm pretty sure I could call him right now. I wonder if I get his number on my phone.
That's
I
hilarious.
should call him like, is this Slim Jesus? He'll be like, yes. So
But-
like we'll laugh and hang out.
For people who don't know, Abel Hart,
yes,
that is you.
correct.
You are a singer, songwriter,
Oh my God, I have his
Producer.
number.
Yeah.
engineer.
Yes.
You do it all.
Oh, everything. Yes, anything I could possibly do. And I mean, shit, we've had these conversations before. We live in the best time to be able to do. There is no more room for excuse. I mean,
Exactly.
in anything, and it is all on us, and everyone goes through their own situation and whatever it may be that they're trying to achieve in life. But it's like, shit, we got Google.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
anything,
real, for
and YouTube and
You
seriously.
know, it's crazy. People back when they didn't, they were like, "Oh, we live in the best time right now." They just invented the fucking car. Like that's a, you always
There you go.
you're in the
Yeah.
best time,
Perspective.
right?
What a
Yeah.
good fucking
Yeah, it's so
So
true.
listen, in 2022, if you're broke, it's your own fault. Because like there's no reason why you shouldn't be out winning somewhere somehow. Listen, I used to be able to fuck around and at least meet a nice girl with some money. You know what I mean? Like
Sugar
you can
mama?
at least pretend you're winning.
Sugar
You know what I
mama.
mean?
You can't imagine how many people are gonna say that's not true.
That's
They're gonna be like,
100%. Well, listen, those are for people that like that's poor people say that shit. And you're poor because it's yourself. I'm sorry.
unmotivated people.
Listen,
That's what you're saying.
you are poor because you choose to be poor because you're too afraid to get up and fucking work.
I think poor is a mentality, right?
It is.
You know, I think being broke is something different. You know,
No, but listen, I grew up broke.
right.
I'm
That's
talking
what,
like eating like fucking milk with a fork so your mom had coffee milk. No, I'm gonna tell you, bro.
yeah.
Here's
Give us
broke.
because I think we're
Yeah.
thinking of like average, middle average family. But yeah, you're talking about a different level of broke.
Listen,
I think his favorite snack growing up was like you said it was a mayonnaise sandwich, right?
Yo, listen, my shit. I was broke, bro. Okay, I was so broke that my mom would go to like Goodwill and buy like used Nikes, and specifically one time the N wasn't there, we drew the motherfucker in.
Oh,
We
really?
drew the N in.
Just so worn out.
So you had Ike's.
I had
Those
Sykes. I had Sykes.
Those sound fire.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, I was super poor. So when these kids be like, "Oh, I'm suffering. It's so tough," I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here with that shit."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Bro, I just sleep on floors to make it."
yeah. Because
Like,
from
you know what I mean?
from
y'all,
Kai's
y'all know.
stand-
Listen, when you first started, what was it like coming up?
I mean, it wasn't like that. It was much more comfortable, right? Like we went.
No, I mean like as a company, as a
Oh.
startup, there was like 10 of you,
Yeah,
one
well, that's what I'm saying.
bathroom.
We had one bathroom, you know. It was a
Yeah, that's
shithole with
crazy.
Women shitting in our backyard. We had all this stuff. We had homeless people jerking off on our front door. It's stuff like
That's fire.
Yeah. But it is, and it is.
That's fire.
That's fire.
yeah.
It's
Free
a
sh-
process.
free show.
I think when going after anything, I think as well as you will be broke or whatever the term is, poor. You will be going through struggles, right? Because a lot of people do quit jobs that are pretty it's secure, right? Security that they don't have the time then to do their passion or what they want to do.
Like
Yeah.
Abel,
No?
I would shoot myself in my face before I do something I hated.
For sure,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
But then starting that, you may not have the money or anything else, but we do live in a time where you can
Listen,
find out.
listen. You could take me and drop me in any state in the country. I'm telling you, with nothing. Give me 6 months and I will have built something from nothing.
What, you're 12 years old
Oh,
right
you
now.
want to make a bet?
Like,
No,
what would you
I'm
do?
playing.
What would you do?
What?
Like what? Like you're a 12-year-old kid right now in Iowa, and you're fucking broke as shit. You're 17. What are you gonna do? What do you?
But you have a cell phone?
Yeah, you have a.
Do you really want to know what I do?
What would you? Because I'm sure there's kids are listening out there that are in the same situation.
For
So
sure.
am I in school or out of school?
You are a high school like C student, right? You're
Okay.
struggling.
So immediately I would start dating a girl.
Good.
Get
Okay.
her to fall in love with me, and then her
Right.
parents to love me so I can move into the house.
Boom. That is the answer.
I'm telling you.
Pause.
I did that, by the way. Just so we're clear.
And now,
That was my come up.
now I'm here.
Wow. What was her name?
Leah.
Wow.
Oh,
How,
damn, you
how
guys-
much were you actually like into her 1 to 10? Like were you actually into
Like a 3.
3? That's okay.
Like
Oh,
she was
nice.
terrible.
How big was the house?
Bro.
Incredible.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry, Leah. Yeah, I would never talk.
no,
I would never talk to you like that. Leah.
Yeah, I'm being honest. So
just
listen,
saying.
be honest. She was pretty, but she was not like. But her mom like loved me. I knew I could get out the hood. Like for real. Like I knew.
Move on to the mom.
No, I knew I could like move out the trailer.
Wow. Shout out to Leah. She took you off the trailer park.
No, for sure.
That's amazing.
For sure. Like I had a Christmas. I'd never had a Christmas before then. I had like a birthday.
But like from that standpoint though, Kai, because like you guys are so like come from you're your younger generation. You're 20 years old, right? Yeah. You guys are so avid, like and being able to use your cell phone to go out and get it every single which way. Right, so like
that's right. These kids, you give them a cell phone, they're like making $1 million somehow.
Yeah, so like
I love that about it.
Yeah, how does that come as like where you've gone today? Just like being able to just like sit on your phone and get busy.
Yeah, it is because you grow up watching people who are making a ton of money off their phone. Like that's their primary way to do it. So you know it's possible.
Wait, you believed? Hold on.
Yeah.
So that's by watching kids on social media, but most of those kids are not actually doing it. They just look like they're doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
They're like, let me stand in front of this house and take a picture. Let me get in front of this car and take it. Like,
But the Vine days, remember that? When people were actually being creative, but they
we were
lived-
just talking about
Yeah,
that.
we
were just
Fucking
talking about
loved
that.
Vine.
They lived like everywhere around the country, making like these 6-second videos in their bedroom, and they're blowing up and getting big. And then now's the first time you realize, oh, it's 100% possible. You start off small, and then these people will be able to build something out of
That's
it.
right.
How old are you when Vine came out? You were probably like
15, 14?
yeah.
no way.
So when you saw that, you're like, I'm gonna do that.
I was trying. I made a couple, but like I was like a year too young, and it was after all that shit. Like David got big after that.
True, so many
David
people.
Dobrik? David Dobrik?
Some people
They
had a
used to
hard
come to my house
transition.
all the time.
Yeah, some people had a really hard transition.
Yeah,
after
for-
Vine disappeared.
insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of those kids like,
They moved up to
Eh.
Vine Street in Hollywood too, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Paul was there.
Crazy.
That whole crew was there. There was like, who was there? There was like fucking,
Ed Bass.
who was there?
Jake Paul.
Who is Ed?
Who was it? There?
Ed
Yeah,
Bass.
Matt
Sony?
Canistra. No, wait, Matthew Noza. Am I saying it right? Yes, Matthew
Matthew
Noza.
Espinoza.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matthew Espinoza.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
Jake was there.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh
UC2,
shit!
yep.
Yeah.
Tons of people. So like coming from like piggybacking on that same statement, right?
Right.
Like, what is it like being a fucking all-star snowboarder, just absolutely crushing it? Because that's your background,
You know
right?
you're winning
Yeah.
when you
And then having to start
Yes.
fucking brand new, and then like
Yeah, it was
getting
def-
into music. How the
for
fuck
su-
does
for
that
sure?
happen?
Yeah.
Wait. So I heard you fucked yourself up bad. Like you busted every bone in your
Yeah, I mean, I've broken almost every bone in my body, but my back was the worst.
body. What happened?
But just a booter. It's like a 75-foot booter out in
Explain
Colorado.
what that
Holy
means.
shit.
I don't think anybody here knows what a booter is.
Just a jump. Just a big jump. Yeah, big
How
jump.
big was it?
75.
Dang.
So you're coming down. You're like, I'm doing it. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
Yeah, backside 10, and I just landed. It was super like.
A
Did you knock
1080?
yourself out?
Yeah, backside 10. Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was. It was.
So you woke up and you're like, I can't move.
Did you think you could like not walk?
Honestly, I don't know. It's so weird. I mean, I've bitten my tongue half off too, so it's been hanging.
Bro, you're a little rough.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah, It was,
shit.
yeah, it was.
See it right now? Like, is it? Do you have like?
You won't see it because the body is amazing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The body. Can we get a
like
good
have a
shout out for the
Yeah,
body
shout out
though,
to the
dude?
body.
It's,
Okay.
it's insane. Yeah, but it
Little-
was hanging
little-
off.
Creepy.
Yeah,
pretty body, bro.
You made it creepy, dude.
Yeah, pretty much. Abel said I got that wet mouth.
No, for sure. But yeah, I think it was super devastating for me losing that and being injured, and it was just like, super loss. So
How old are you?
like around 15, 16, because I was traveling. I wouldn't go to high school for the full year. I'd go for maybe a semester.
And you were going to be like the next big thing.
I was, yeah, the Olympics
So
was the
did you have,
goal.
like- did you have like a back brace where like that thing was on? You're like,
I did. No, I didn't. I think that's for your neck. A lot of people with the neck
they,
have
they
that.
actually screw into your
I know.
skull with that shit.
Yeah, I
right?
knew somebody that had that. Yeah, it's insane.
What's that movie where that chick like climbs on stage? She's like, "Does anybody want to buy me a special drink?" And she's like wearing that shit.
What?
I know what you're talking about. I know.
Hold on, what movie is that? She's like just. No, she's like all fucked up. And she's like gets on stage as a stripper. She's like, "Does anybody want to buy me a?" And he was like,
special drink.
"Yo, she's all
Fuck.
I know. There's also a movie where there's a guy that does it too, and he's just injured, and he's just stuck in the metal frame.
Oh yeah.
yeah."
And they
Yo.
keep fucking with him and tightening the screws on his head and shit.
"Ugh,"
Yeah.
he's like, "Ugh,"
Yeah.
It's like a noogie, but like with their screw.
Yeah.
Like some
Holy
fucking
shit.
not Final Destination, but Saw shit. I
Yeah.
feel like so someone put you in that,
damn.
they really don't fuck with you. Your doctor's like, "Oh, so you're a little fucked up. We got to put you in this like Saw outfit."
Yeah, it's
You're like,
definitely
"Sweet." How long is like 6 years?
Yeah,
Yeah, you definitely can't sleep right.
No, for sure. I mean, yeah, I actually, looking back now, I think moving here out in the hills is the first time I was talking to my buddy about that I've slept in a bed. I think my mentality has always been, though, I don't think it's just my back. I've slept in anything that would make me less comfortable, so I would just get up and I didn't want to wake up and feel like it would be nice to keep sleeping. I know it's maybe a little.
Wait, so to get popping, you found comfort like being,
No. I found comfort in the discomfort.
Yeah.
Right?
I call that I call that no sleeping in the trophy room.
Ooh,
Yeah, because motherfuckers love to do that shit out here.
that's good.
They get popping and they're like, oh, I made it.
Yeah, get comfortable getting.
And they just like treating all their friends like shit, and then everything just collapses.
Yeah. I found
That's the problem with a lot of these kids today. They become too popular and they don't appreciate shit.
Yeah.
Because like with social media, you can be like, hey, I'm famous. You take a picture with this random kid. He's good looking. Next day he wakes up. He's got like 2 million followers. And now his mom manages him. And it's like everything goes downhill from there.
Oh, shots fired.
Shots fired. I'm just, yeah, I know who I'm talking about. I'm just saying, like, if your mom is your manager in social media, you're losing.
Yeah.
Already.
That's multiple shots fired.
Already.
There's a
Stop.
lot of that.
I don't know the back.
have
I
you,
don't know the back history. So.
You guys met a lot of momagers?
A lot of them.
A lot of momagers.
They call me like a million motherfucking times.
Nothing's more fun though when you're hanging out with like you're collabing with like let's say like a girl and she has like a momager and her momager comes, then she turns like 19 or 18 and then her mom stops coming and she acts completely different.
Yeah.
Oh,
It-
really? I've
every
never.
time. Oh yeah.
Really? Wow.
That's probably a good scenario though, right?
Oh my god.
Wait, what? What the fuck?
Fire.
Did I say that out loud? Shit.
Fire. Wow.
But so right, you're fucking your back is fucked up, right? And then
Jump right into it.
right back into it. So
Yeah.
how do you
podcast because we make no sense. And we
No.
have no structure.
how do you get into music? Where does music come into the picture?
Music. So I grew up. My father was always in music, but sometimes when things are so close to you, you don't realize like this.
Wait, what did your dad do?
He's 100%er in everything too as well. But he was big into bands. He was supposed to be on Johnny Carson a long time ago, and then you were just talking about things switching up, where people switch up and things happen. They didn't.
My dad was in a Leonard Skinner tribute band.
Oh, I think we talked about that before.
Skinner tribute band.
Total loser.
Yeah,
Total loser.
that sounds pretty exciting though.
Now this guy's just is about as bad as he gets, bro.
Well,
Total fucking D-bag.
I'm sure he had like a sweet gig where he was going to bars and doing
No.
cover songs and
You
shit.
No.
Freebird solo?
No, dude, my dad is like, it's pretty bad, bro. It's like you wouldn't be like, Dad, I love you. Like,
Really? How old is your dad?
Daddy wasn't there.
To take me to the fair. Oh, Daddy.
You guys never seen that Austin Powers?
Yeah.
He's like, Daddy wasn't. See, we're old.
That's
Kids are
okay.
like, what the
How
fuck is
how
an
old
Austin
how old is your
Powers?
dad? How old is he?
I don't know him, so I wouldn't know. Like old?
Old? Over
I
7?
really don't know my dad.
Oh,
at
okay.
all.
Okay.
I think it's really great that you address your past traumas with humor. You know? It's probably good for you. Yeah, Austin, taking something awful and making it a great joke. That's a great characteristic.
Yeah, I know, because it doesn't hurt at all.
Oh my gosh.
It totally doesn't hurt.
Holy shit. Yeah. But yeah, no, music, I feel like it was serendipitous. Like music more so found me. I wasn't after losing
wow.
after losing snowboard, I say I got the case of the fuckets.
Yeah.
It was just like, well, if I can't do that, this is my passion and my purpose, and that's all I was going to do for the rest of my
Yeah,
life.
I know what that's like. Yep.
Yeah, so it just so if you can relate to that, it's just like, and I feel like a lot of people can, because a lot of people don't know.
Did they put you on like crazy medicine and shit and fuck you up? Like, I'm just curious.
I put myself
Yeah.
on, I mean, I
Oh,
was
so
I was
You get
super
addicted?
heavily yeah, for sure.
What,
Yeah.
what did they have you on?
They didn't have me on anything.
You were just like,
I mean, yeah, it was like what they would have prescribed and what they did. It wasn't gonna fix how bad I felt. There wasn't like their ceiling was so much lower than how I felt. Mentally, physically.
It felt like your life was over.
Yeah, I mean, it was. In my head at the time, it was.
Yep.
There was nothing else that's. And what the fuck everything. I don't want to do this. I want to go. Now I have
no,
to
you
go.
were really, really fucked up then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think it comes down to I was really, really lost.
No, I'm talking about the accident really like crippled you, basically.
Yeah, I mean, for a long time. Every time I've ever broken a bone, it was always super physical therapy. So that's why I.
Oh, is it like Unbreakable, like that guy from Unbreakable?
No,
Samuel
I
L-
wasn't.
Samuel
I
L.
wasn't
Jackson?
like no. Like some people, yes, some people
The guy
have.
like falls down, breaks every bone in his body. Like,
No, I got super lucky. I mean, it did suck, but I out of people who have broken their backs in history, I definitely got super lucky.
so can you still snowboard now?
I have my manager and I went
How many guys want to go?
last year.
Give it a whirl.
It is super fun. I have an issue with
kidding.
taking it easy though.
Yeah.
So that
Oh yeah, you like this? You go back into like snowboard fucking 360
yeah,
mode.
yeah. I want to do it. Yeah, I want to just fucking.
So you can't literally fuck with somebody who's like a pro snowboarder. You're like, slow down. He's like, fuck you. It's like,
Yeah. It's
No.
it's
Your
different.
level of like snowboarding is way
Yeah.
different than like the
Yeah.
normal person who likes to go with their family on Saturday. It's a different.
you'd be like, hey man, let's go on the trail death.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Black Death. I'm like,
Black death. Fuck does that mean?
No, for sure. Yeah, it's totally. Yeah, and I used to ride before I even ever moved out in California. That was like my favorite spot was North Star. So yeah, it was just super different. But music more so found me being involved with
So you're sitting there, you're feeling shitty. You're like, I'm gonna start producing.
No. So I was going to the club for a long time, actually with my manager who
This manager?
yeah, this manager right there.
Wow, Chaz was
So we
taking
grew
you
up-
to
Wow,
the club?
Chaz, you like
Yeah.
enabled him?
Chaz, yeah. No. He's like
Shitbag.
Oh, wow. Wow,
he's like fuck it up so you could create a story and be the
he's-
best songwriter ever.
He's able, and he's enable.
Oh shit.
It makes sense. I get that.
No, but yeah, we grew up in
Bump.
yeah, we were going to
Fuck
the
you.
club, and after going for the club for negative reasons, I
Do you ever go to the club for positive reasons? Like,
Yeah.
so it turned in
community.
it turned in for sure. Well, see, I started out in dance music like EDM
Yeah.
before it was popularized like how it
Ah,
is now.
That's where all
So-
the inspo comes
So
from.
yeah, and it was in New York City, so it was just super popping. But it was anybody that was just involved, like anyone that went
were you the
loved
kid,
the music.
Were you the kid with the glow sticks? Like,
I had one. Yeah, there was a time where I'd have the glow gloves and I'd hide. I would hide in the corner. Yeah, I would hide in the corner so no one could see me because I wasn't that nice.
Oh,
I feel like I
shit.
was, and I see people do it, but I tried to learn. It wasn't me. It wasn't.
Yeah,
me.
whenever I see
It wasn't. It wasn't the next passion.
you
It
always
wasn't
do
the-
hand movements.
like no offense, you always like a little. You want to punch that kid right in the face. You're like, oh, you suck so bad.
Yo, unless you're on one, then you're like, I love.
You're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I see that, like at like a party or something, I'm
You're like,
like,
that guy's on something.
I'm like, I don't know if I should be here. I don't know if this is the right event I'm at.
Yeah, it's
if you
true.
go to an event, the guy's in the corner going,
Yeah.
you're
You're like, ah, fuck.
if he has a trench coat on, we should probably leave.
Dog, dude.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, I feel
Come
that.
to the next party.
Yeah, so yeah, long story short, trying to sum it up, it's like I went there and I started to go not for the negative reasons, and it turned to something positive. Just like I don't know what it is I
What
want
was
to do.
the? You tried to go for not the negative, but the positive. What are the positive reasons?
The
girl.
atmosphere,
Was a girl,
the-
right?
the atmosphere there, the music, which I didn't know at the time, mind you. I love the music,
Yeah.
But again, before it was popularized,
Yeah.
people were going that fucking love. You could bump into someone. It was outside of any experience that I had, mind you. I was on, my thing was downers for a long time, so
Yeah.
I never experienced going out.
Ah.
And I was like 17, maybe just turning 18. I don't know if I had a fake or not, but I went in and it was like, I've never experienced any. It's just, and that's what
Yeah.
music does, right?
100%.
And you don't have to, right? Little did I know back then, you don't have to be fucked up
Yeah.
to bring you back. You could listen to a song like I was listening to some like Shakira or some old ass song
Yeah, I
on the
get
way
like
here,
that when I
and
listen
you're
to
like,
Shakira,
oh my
too.
gosh, I remember
those
when I was
songs online?
here. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah, it's
like,
nuts.
Shakira gets me going too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So
your hips don't lie,
so
Jeremy.
dumb.
Your hips don't lie.
Like, I love me some Shakira.
Yeah.
No, but music does have that effect where you could listen to something and it will take you to the exact memory of some time.
Only
sure.
Shakira.
Right.
Yeah.
On a mountain, on a mountain,
Yeah, for sure.
Oh wow.
that's pretty
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
Holy
that was-
shit, Jeremy!
that was
Damn, boy.
You really cleaned that up.
good.
Yo, but like
Yo.
honestly, like she's got some badass feet though.
Are you into that?
Huh?
Have you ever checked out? Have you checked out WikiFeet?
What's that?
It's a website that ranks celebrity feet. I
Can you
feel
please
like
pull that up right now?
No way.
Wiki-
Oh shit, we
I
can
don't
pull
believe that.
things up.
Please pull that up. Yeah.
is Jeremy on WikiFeet?
Wow. Wiki.
This shit's like this.
I think,
Yo, it's
I
like-
think
yeah,
during the
it's the
pandemic.
Yo, have you ever seen Steven Tyler's toes, bro?
What? What do you?
Dog.
Steven Tyler's face.
Dog.
Just tell me what his host looks.
Dog. Look up Steven Tyler's toes for a second.
You know what? It's actually kind of alarming because during COVID, you started a clubhouse room called Only Shins.
Yeah.
So-
I'll tell you about it.
So what's going on with the feet here?
doesn't
bro?
surprise
So
me.
I was in this room and I was like being a fucking just a fuck bag.
Yeah, you would invite me
I
all the
would just bring
time.
people in the clubhouse and I'd just trash on them. You know what I mean? Just like life coaches. I love to beat up life coaches. It was my thing. And like this one girl came in, she's like, "You're such a fucking asshole." I was like, "Why don't you shut up?" Right? And then I went to like Instagram and I found a picture of her. She had like bloody shins, and like I took a picture of it and like made it my profile. And everybody was like, yo, that's the biggest troll move I've ever seen. So everybody was like, only shins. So we started this website called Only Shins based on that one girl. I swear.
Bro.
Steven Tyler's
Oh my
toes.
God.
You ever seen some shit like that?
No way, I was right. I was right?
Fuck.
Oh wow.
I was right.
Wow, his toes are cursive.
But we don't.
That's impressive. Holy shit.
Wow.
But-
Oh yeah, you want to check out Wiki Feet?
Yeah.
Look at Wiki.
So WikiFeed, it's just a page where they rank.
Right. So if you go to Celebrities tab on the left, you can see that. Let's see. So you have all these,
Oh, feet of the year. We definitely got to see what's going on.
Right.
Oh my.
Yo.
If Shakira is on that list,
Oh, look up Shakira on Celebrities. She's got to be on there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, dude.
There's no way.
Feet are incredible.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
They're
There's a
for
lot
research
of
purposes.
there's a lot of people that are really into feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have rankings.
wow.
They have like rankings.
Yeah. So they have they all vote on the site as to who has the best feet, and then you have the finals. But this
Oh, wow.
is Shakira. So if you click on one, I think they give a rating too.
Whoa.
I only want to see when she's been walking around in mud.
Right.
Wow. This has gotten extremely
Socks on
strange.
for like at least like a day and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
No socks.
Wow. Yeah, this is the Wi-Fi's lagging.
Right. So they'll literally go into the backlog of like her MySpace posts from 2005, and they'll find them and post them here.
Holy sh!
Little sausage toe. Huh?
Bro, what? Wow. I'm not gonna lie. Her feet look a little larger than I.
She has a 5-star
anticipated.
rating.
I'll tell you who's got big feet.
Oh, she's got.
You know who's got the biggest feet you ever seen? Fucking Paris Hilton has like a size 11. You're like,
Oh really?
I love that 5-star
rub her
rating.
feet, bro? You gotta use your
Beautiful
hands.
feet.
Beautiful.
look up Paris Hilton's feet. It's like, bro, it's like this. That is her foot. Her foot is like that, bro. Yo, I'm not. You think I'm kidding? Look up Paris Hilton's feet.
I'm not gonna lie.
She's a size 11.
my-
Oh, she has only 3 1/4 star. Okay. Feet.
No, just
Okay,
look up
feet.
Paris
Oh,
Hilton's
she's
foot.
okay feet.
I only have like a size 9 shoe.
Bro, she has a size 11.
Yeah.
That's pretty
But
big.
what is that in girls?
Like
and men, it's 9.5.
That's pretty big.
Oh, it's 9.5.
it's like
Yeah.
an ogre foot.
Wow.
It's like you
But
just
there's
like,
no perspective. I need to
you're like,
see.
come
a
here, Bigfoot.
perspective.
Like, oh yeah, girl.
Is that a turnoff for you guys?
Oh, big feet,
Like,
yeah.
If her foot's bigger than yours.
If you fucking get out of the
No,
car, and you
no.
look, you have fucking flippers on like you're going swimming. Problem.
But what if you guys can share kicks?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
no.
That is true. Yeah, I mean,
What if
true.
she? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I dated a girl who had a fire shoe selection, and we were the same size.
Oh wow.
This girl that I grew up with, and she had fresh kicks, and I had fresh kicks.
Yes.
And we would share them.
Mhm.
She would get boys' kicks.
Gross.
So it's not the worst case scenario.
Say gross.
Fucking weird.
If you had to choose, like, would you rather have your girl has bigger hands than you or bigger feet than you?
Feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, feet all
Bigger
day.
feet, right?
Look at those.
Oh my!
Look at that thing.
Oh, those are some long toes.
Wait, do you see where the divide starts in the toes? It's like so much higher than
This thing's over
it
here
should
like,
be.
This strap is like screaming, "Help me!" It's like, "Help me!"
Oh my
The
god.
strap is like screaming. It's like,
Shit. Kind of looks like even her feet do cocaine. It's like, shit. Needs
That was
to-
good.
It
That was
looks
good.
like her feet.
That was
do
good.
cocaine.
Yeah, fuck. Holy shit.
Wow.
But yo, so I am
Celebrities
curious.
are not gonna like us soon. They're like, we're not going to that show. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Front of our feet.
Yeah, for sure.
Who cares? Like, I don't need their money.
They're definitely gonna think like we're into feet, but let's on to the next.
I mean,
topic.
that's why I tried to speak very little. I'm just like
You're
Chaz.
not your anti feet.
Chaz, did you sign off on this?
Like, yo, Chaz,
Like, that's how they leeway you in there, and it's just feet.
Chaz in the background was like,
Those feet look beautiful.
what if we run into Paris, man? We're gonna run into Paris. She's like, dude, you made fun of my feet, bro.
They'll get him. They'll get
I'll
him
be
in
like,
the door.
yeah, that was me.
They'll get his foot in the door.
I'll be
Bro, you got him going. That's
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
Wow.
so you're fucked up.
Yeah, and so I started going to the club just because it had changed my life and it was an experience that I never had before. And yeah, I didn't know what it was at that time, like going there. I do remember like vividly the experience, and I was just like, I don't know what it is in this industry that I want to do, but I just want to be a part of this. Like I just want to be involved in any way. And I started going to like try and introduce myself and connect to people, and they were just like, well, you know, you could be a DJ and you could do this, but if you're a DJ and you have to make music or else you're going to hit a ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn. So I tried to pick up Ableton, just didn't click for me. Like
Yeah.
at
Fruity
all.
Loops?
I
You
just
use Fruity Loops?
anything.
Yeah,
Nothing clicked.
It's like a different language when you.
It is.
first-
When you first
Oh,
start,
yeah.
you're like ding.
For sure. And I never, like, outside of being around my dad, but he's in a band. You know, he
What's the
wasn't.
name of his band?
The David Christopher Band.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the man.
Sounds like a Christian band.
It does. Papa.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know if he's a Christian. I don't know what he is.
I love it.
But yeah, he's the man. But
What was the name of the Christian band that Carmen had on South Park?
oh, I don't
It was like,
What?
You know what I'm talking
Christian band. No,
about? He started a Christian band. It was like,
I remember that episode.
it's like you plus one plus equals Jesus or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know.
He's like, baby, Jesus, baby. Yeah. Jesus is baby.
Yeah. So I just started. I tried Ableton, tried Fruity Loops, tried pretty much everything. Pro Tools definitely didn't click.
Yeah.
And
It was impossible back then.
Impossible.
yeah, for sure. And now I was a Mac user at the time, or like I wasn't making music, but I had a Mac.
You little spoiled kid had a Mac.
Yeah, I mean so my dad got a Mac for his music, or sorry, video editing, because he did video editing himself as well.
These guys were not poor, clearly.
No, I mean we definitely didn't grow up with. You're shaking. You're like, I know. I was just
It's okay.
fucking with you. No. I mean
You
we
got
did,
poor?
I mean we didn't grow up. When I first grew up, we lived in Hershey. I was born in the Hershey Medical Center. We had like where they make the chocolate.
Really?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
that like?
I mean I was.
It's like Cavity Central out there, huh?
I mean.
It's like a lot of
I mean,
dentists.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of dentists out there. Yeah, but yeah, it was.
Dentists make the most. amount of
Hershey,
money.
Pennsylvania, highest population of dentists.
yeah. I don't. I want to say things that I'm just like I don't know if I should say, but
What? No, say it.
No, I was just gonna say
Good.
highest population of diabetes, but that's
Oh,
probably,
shit.
That's,
Sweet.
That's fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably the most
bet you-
fucked up
bet you
thing I
that's
was.
true.
That's the worst thing that's been said on this podcast so far.
Damn, I go to say one thing, I branch off and just ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, ruin it. No, it was.
Cancel this bitch. Like,
Yeah, no, it's yeah. So I grew up there, but anyways, finally I tried Final Cut, and Final Cut. Jesus, see, I'm in the video editing move. I tried Logic,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say it clicked for me, but it definitely I got it a little bit.
I feel like it was a better operating system.
Yeah, it just made more sense with my brain, and now knowing what I know, I could see why certain people.
You still lose logic to this day, though, don't you?
I love it.
It's because the Mac. It's made for Mac.
For sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Final Cut too. That's why Final Cut.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I edited in Final Cut.
Yeah.
So, and I think the intertwine it makes sense. I've always I love the platform. Not against anything with PCs, but again, I knew nothing, so it's super user friendly.
Yeah.
Anything
So you started getting dope.
I mean, it
How
took
many years later to take you to get dope?
maybe 3. Nonstop. I didn't sleep for the first year. I probably slept the least amount that a human being could possibly sleep without, like
Just constantly working.
just nonstop.
So you sucked in the beginning, like every person sucks in the beginning.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward just a little bit, real quick. So you when did you meet Ryan Tedder and get invited onto Songland? For those who don't know, this little fucker won Songland.
Yeah.
Ryan Tedder was One Republic. It was like a big deal.
Yeah. Season 1 with the Jonas Brothers.
Right. Yeah.
You did the Jonas Brothers single.
Yeah, so I mean that's super fast forward. A lot of songs that just were horrible. I started out in EDM. I had a different project, and it was just production. I always wanted to sing, but I was just too insecure and scared to sing.
And no one cares about the struggle. They only want to hear about the success.
No, for sure. But
Just kidding.
I mean, I'll always hit on the struggle. I just think there's so many people
Bro,
that,
listen,
that are
that's
going through the same
so
fucking
important.
shit.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I try to vocalize that as much as possible because I feel like it is. You see when something happens and then it's like, fuck.
Everybody thinks it happens overnight.
they had it. They were always rich. They always had something.
right.
They're seeing
and it's
TikTokers now blowing up like to 10 million in a month. There's examples of that, but it's not the same thing.
It doesn't
Yeah.
work. Listen,
Yeah. It's definitely not the same.
I always tell people you will never make it unless you fucking suffer.
I mean, yeah, for
You have to
sure.
suffer.
I mean, it's the same thing with lifting anything pain. Where they say no pain, no gain. But seriously,
So how did you get invited onto Songland? Let's talk about that for a second.
So I moved out after, and I started singing. So I just again YouTube, how to sing. Did that for
Oh, no way.
like
YouTube how to sing?
for like the first year that I was out here,
That's crazy.
and then put
You
out.
got such a cool tone, bro.
Yeah. Incredible tone.
I think I appreciate it. I think not knowing anything, just like production, which made my production very different than anybody not knowing anything, I came in with like a third party perspective.
Oh.
And I still to this day, I mean, I guess I could tell you how things work.
You think you're good live?
I haven't done a lot. That was my first time live.
Yeah. The first time you ever.
That was my
performed.
first.
Let's try it. Pull up a record.
No.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're going to really put me on the spot?
100%. Let's go.
All right.
Pull up a record. Which one are we doing live?
You could do She. I mean, you like She Ain't You.
I love She Ain't You.
Yeah, go
I've
ahead.
been-
If I remember the lyrics.
yeah, that's from 2018, right?
Yeah.
Or 19?
Mhm. Yeah, but
that was before the show.
You
that's
can sing along. I just want to hear your vibe.
So you had a few records out the time. You had Drugs EP out, right? You had a couple singles out before you went on to Songland.
right. I had.
And is that how you got noticed?
I had.
Well, let's get that after. I want to hear his talent now. Let's not wait. Let's go.
You can put it on.
Is that the remix?
You know, that's his song. That's it. I listen to it on a regular basis.
You listen to it?
Sometimes.
Be upset if I can't remember the lyrics.
Come on.
No, I'm serious. Put myself under the
Is
bus.
this the first record?
Technically, before drugs.
No, I'm talking about.
Girl, I ain't trying to be your new addition. I ain't trying to give you what you missing. So lay on bed for me, lay it in fast on me, no rush. You right on track with me, knock this back for me, drink up. You wanna get lost, take it off, baby, work for me. Slow it down, look around, there's no urgency. I need you now on the ground, put in work for me. And don't pay no mind to the other girl, nah, cause she ain't you. Nah, she ain't you, girl, she ain't you, nah, she ain't you. Girl, don't you move, yeah, I'm a prude that she ain't you. Nah, she ain't you, girl, she ain't you, nah, she ain't you. Is that enough for you, Jeremy? He wants me to serenade him.
Yeah, he does.
I just want to hear you rip a verse. Let's do some shit. On some acapella. Yeah, just give me a verse.
I know. Okay, so I did. Oh, so wait. I went. I want
to hear the midnight needs.
And I appreciate.
Midnight needs me. I want to hear that.
Oh
shit.
Jesus. I don't know, but this. Let me say this. You're being very nice about my talent, but in reality, this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's got the voice.
This motherfucker. Yeah. Now you put me on. Now it's.
Oh shit!
Now I'm gonna flip.
Yeah, exactly.
He's good.
Yeah.
First time I ever met him, I did not expect. He's like, yeah, this is what I. He showed me some of his records, and then he goes and does something freestyle.
Yeah. Can you hit us with a couple bars?
No.
Oh.
I went, bro. That was literally my second time.
Let me tell you why. It's not because I can't or I won't. It's because I own a platform where my job is to make sure other artists flourish.
And
Yeah.
you just
And
need
if
to
I-
be the next biggest artist.
Yeah, like
coming out
no,
of it.
I don't want to outshine you guys. Okay, come on. No, but really, honestly, it just feels like cheesy for the CEO to be out here like, listen to my music, guys. Like when I'm really trying to break as many artists as I possibly.
Can I be honest with you though?
Sure.
Not only are you, I think that's why you also are so good and are doing what you're doing right now with FWAYGO.
Yeah.
Because you fucking get the other side.
Yeah, I totally.
Which I
get the
think
side.
very. I mean, I don't know if anything in the history. I mean, definitely not labels that were started. I think people that got fucked and dealt with the shit, but you know the other side.
Yeah.
Totally do.
And what you guys are doing here is just.
Yeah.
Look, my thing with like FWAYGO is very simple. Is like, it's very important for independent artists to get an opportunity to shine, without having to sell your soul to the record labels, right? There's a void. There is a shift in energy. Things are changing. You have kids becoming famous on their cell phones. You have kids like this coming out here and starting podcasts and blowing up. You have artists. Literally, things are shifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to have someone own your ass. You can fucking build your own shit.
There you go.
And that's all I'm trying to do with FWAYGO. Is I'm trying to build something where people feel like I have the power now.
Yeah.
I can do what the fuck I want, and you can't control me. Same way YouTube with you guys. You're like, yo, like I run my own shit. Like I make my own shit. I put it up. I have my own TV show.
Yeah. That's what's so
You know what I
cool
mean?
about being
That's
a content
what's dope
creator.
about being
Yeah.
a content creator.
Yeah.
And I just want to hyper accelerate that.
For sure. I mean, honestly,
I
it's fucking
would-
amazing.
I would assume you probably got this, that, and the fourth thrown at you after the show.
Oh my God, this kid,
Oh.
had like so many deals.
He was definitely Jeremy.
I was trying to sign him. 10 other people trying to sign him. Like I was like, I'm telling you, I was like,
And I didn't have a lawyer. I didn't have management. I
think he was just overwhelmed.
I was so I mean, overwhelmed.
Think about it. You go from like no one knowing you to having a #1 hit record, and it was a #1
And
record.
mind you, this was before it was like like anything was actually on TV or radio or anything else. So when I was getting put in these rooms just because of everything that had happened,
Yep.
that's how I knew it was real. But I didn't sleep. Like I say, I never slept before on the process and the learning how to make music and just to do everything in music, mix, master, sound. It was like everything came down to this, right? When preparation meets opportunity? It's like nothing. I was not going to turn down anything. So it was session to this, session to this, session to
Yo,
this.
he was an animal. Actually,
Yeah, and you end up doing a lot of shit just like on the arm for people, right? And not
Right. So
covering your
so,
ass
Oh,
at all,
so
right?
this ties into exact for sure. So
don't even get me started with that with him. It drives me crazy.
yeah, I
you
mean,
were doing a lot of ghost stuff, weren't you?
right? Yes.
Kidding me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like this kid.
You can, yeah.
Got it though.
This kid.
You have to.
This kid. No. This kid did a lot of records that that he has not gotten paid for.
Yeah, for sure. And I can't.
I'm not even
I
gonna
know
go
this
out
is like the most
motherfuckers out because it'll be a problem. But
right. And I think this is the most like I don't want to be PC like politically correct in saying, but like it was on me. Like I was just ignorant. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like
no. Stop. That is bullshit. Let me tell you why that's bullshit.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're taught to think that. Well, you should know your shit going into it. No, you're a fucking kid.
Yeah.
It is an adult's job to not take advantage of children.
Yeah.
So even with you, any manager you ever met, any manager you've ever met, and they fall, you're like, oh, it's my fault. I should have known. That's the game. No.
No, yeah.
That is the problem with this industry. Music, film, influencer. Some motherfucker comes in, fucks you over, and he's like, oh, it's part of the game. And you chop it up like, oh, well, I guess I should have known my shit.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you supposed to know your shit if you don't know your shit?
yeah. No, I mean you're
The problem is predatory behavior.
Yeah.
That's the problem. No one, like, you didn't fuck you. The scumbag fucked you who wanted to buy a Ferrari off your name.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
what happened.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there were ulterior motives for sure. But how the
Yeah,
fuck
it's called money.
but how the fuck am I supposed to learn from any mistakes or things that went wrong in my life if I can't look at my part in it?
I get that,
right?
but that's very nice to say if you're in
I don't even think
meeting or something.
No, for sure, for sure. I totally agree with you, and I could totally see where it just sounds like politically correct, and he doesn't want to say anything.
Watch, watch. How many times you been fucked over by some random guy like, oh, well, that's just the business?
Like probably like 4 to 5 times, not like big.
Can I ask you though? How did you learn? How would you have ever learned from that if you weren't fucked over?
That's true. I mean,
But how many times did they make you feel like it was your fault?
it
At
is
first, probably you probably
always.
felt like it was all on you. So did I. You know, I totally did. I was like,
Everybody in this room who's a creator has had some scumbag try and take advantage.
I totally agree.
That's
My
why when I
story,
sat down with you guys,
my
I was like,
story's
hey,
no
man,
different for
Yeah.
sure.
Let's all just get to
100%.
know each other and see if there's a vibe. You know what I mean?
You're right.
My thing is like, if anybody ever works with us, I don't go. We got to sign all these contracts because if things don't work out, I want people to go out, take off.
And that's what you're doing different, bro. That's what I'm trying to like.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and that's real.
Yeah, I pick up the phone and call labels for motherfuckers and like get people's deals on a daily basis, and I don't ask for a single fucking thing.
Yeah, that happens all the time. People
Never.
People
Once
always
in my-
ask, "What's the catch?" And we're like, "Nothing. We just want to see you win." And
Say, here's the catch.
And
Ready?
talk
Here's
great
the
about
catch.
us.
It's
That's it.
called
Yeah,
karma.
Yeah.
yeah,
Looking out for people is what the fuck you're supposed to do.
yeah,
It's what you're supposed to do. It's what you're supposed to do in your heart. It's what you do in your soul. It's like when people help you, that pays it forward.
yeah,
It's so true.
That's why I do.
What you put out, you
I
get
love what I
back.
do.
Yeah, what you put out, is what you get back for sure.
yeah. If someone, it's pretty apparent when someone is supposed to win. Like like they deserve that win. And like us, it's really easy for us to see and be like, "Oh, that kid he deserves that
Yeah.
one." Like we need to help him in any which way because he's definitely fucking earned that.
Yeah.
You know, and
Even with these kids, like these
Yeah.
kids are incredible.
Yeah.
Like I know that they're on the come up. There's a lot of people who don't see what I see with these kids right now. I see 5 years down the road. I don't see what everybody else sees right now. I go, hey, what's your vision? But I see them like on some wild shit. That's why I reach out to people very early on and go, hey, man, you got something. How can I help? Like, I just want to be a part of that. Say, like, I did that. Like, even with, like, right now, like, I'm selling someone's publishing right now for $100 million. I can't tell you who.
Mhm.
Huge, huge artist.
Yep,
I'll make a killing off it.
yep,
But even if they weren't paying me, I would just want to be a part of that. Just be like, yeah, I did that.
yeah. You did say that. You did tell me that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is true.
Just to be like, I did that. That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
That's the chase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's super genuine too.
What's
know?
the date today? What's the date, guys?
March 14th.
Okay.
The 14th, yeah.
March
Which is my my lucky number and everything.
Mark
that
what
do
I
that's
say.
positive in my life, yeah.
The sync will be huge. Abel Hart will be huge. I just want somebody to remember this, what I just said. It's like, oh, you heard it here first.
Yeah,
I know. I have a scary eye for talent.
yeah. They already. Yeah,
He's getting crazy.
they're already huge and.
we watched like
No, they're going to be way bigger than that. They're going to be like way bigger than that. You know how I know? Because their little crew, they move like we move. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They move like we move.
Super effectively, 100%.
You can Jake the Shooter's call me. He's like, yeah, what's up? I love it. Huh?
but no, when we were watching like your music video, like even for like just the 4 minutes that we watched it, the fucking way that you like the fact that you film your own videos.
Yeah, I mean,
It's insane.
Yeah.
That like the scene with the tunnel. I don't know if everyone's but that scene in the tunnel extends and like the what is it, the gauge as well in your car. That shit was insane.
It's just you. It's just you and your.
so glad you
manager.
caught that.
yeah, just me and Charles. Yeah, we
Chaz.
honestly, it's like, but it's,
Wait, no budget.
no budget. It's just like, what do we come up with the idea? Brainstorm. It's
On Final Cut?
yeah, everything on Final Cut.
I've been using Final Cut for the last
Everything on
last
Final
5
Cut.
years. I have no idea how the hell.
So the whole reason that the whole Universal and NBC thing had happened for me is because no money. My parents just wouldn't be able to support me staying out in LA. And the week I was supposed to move, I put together. I was like, I need to do one thing.
Wait, stop. I'm gonna make a prediction. Okay, just before this happens. So watch.
Just gonna
watch.
cut him off in the middle of his
watch.
sentence.
So Stephen Victor's getting ready to come here. Stephen Victor is like one of the biggest people in the world of music. Okay, he's gonna meet you, and he's gonna want to fuck with you. I'll guarantee it. Just carry on.
And that commercial was brought to you by
I want to fuck with all of them.
Jeremy.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm telling you.
No, I appreciate it. Shit, where was I?
Yeah, you were talking about right before Songland. You were
Right.
Thinking
So
about
yeah, I was supposed to move out the week before I was supposed to move out of LA and pretty much go back home, which just would have been super toxic for me at that point in time.
Yeah, would have been a bust, right?
I was like, I need to do something that I feel like fulfilled me out here. That I put something together.
Yep.
So I didn't know many people, mind you, when I was out here. So I reached out to a buddy who I had met when I first moved out, and I was like, do you know anybody?
Yeah.
Could like film or anything. I don't have a budget, but like any monetization, mind you, like looking back, I had no idea what monetization was. Like I just thought money came in, you know, again, you know, it was like, it's just going to come. Like, you know, so fortunately he reached out to somebody. The first videographer, Alex Rinks, was like, don't let him, he heard it and he was like, don't let him shoot with if this is his first thing, like I want to do it, I'll do it for free. And just heard the music and was down to shoot it. And I have some this was that second video that you guys
some
watched.
dark shit. I like.
Yeah, I mean, but because I wanted to be like genuine in the sense of like what I had gone through mentally, just really, because again, when you feel whole, just like you were explaining, you want nothing more than be like, you want to put other people on that shit.
Of course, yeah.
Like nothing, just turtle external.
Carry out the message.
Like,
Yeah, I always want. I want people to win, bro. I want like. Bro, that's why I'm like, I got there's 13 kids here right now. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean? Because like,
true.
I love that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I'm trying to build a fucking
Yeah, because
empire.
it's contagious, it's infectious. all of it.
Exactly. Yeah, and it was just so I filmed. We ended up filming. And I was like, fuck. After we shot it, I was like, I don't know how to edit. And mind you, the computer that I had, I can't be running. Like, you know anything with video, it's a whole nother ball game. And I make music, my computer would shut down. So I was like, fuck. So I went into debt, took out a computer. I mean, just I had to get a computer to edit video. It's just got like the brand new Mac that just went some crazy amount of debt to get. Put it together, stayed up for 3 nights straight, learned how to edit Final Cut, put together the first music video, and then a few days.
He's a freak of nature.
A few days later, somebody it had 74 views. Mind you, I did not I want to say I manifested this shit. I'm big on that, but just
The YouTube gods.
yeah, somebody had 74 views. Somebody out of the 74 views was from Universal NBC.
Wow.
And I got
just had a crazy vision.
Wow.
Are you serious? Just one person out of those people.
I just had a crazy vision.
Wow.
Everybody in this room, we could become like the next Lyrical Lemonade. All of us in this room, with the shit we're doing, with music and the editing and the fucking shit they do.
That's so crazy.
production.
Chaz and I talk about that shit.
I'm not joking.
You're gonna be dating Summer Rae now.
Yeah.
Is he dating Summer Rae?
Yeah, he is.
Cole's dating
wow.
Cole's
Summer.
dating Summer Rae. So
Good for him.
These commercials.
Another
You're
person
married.
I was going to
Amazing.
manage, by the way.
yeah. Oh really?
Yeah, she's sweet. She wanted me to manage. My wife was like, no fucking way in hell.
Really, I heard she was really nice.
She's very, very sweet.
Yeah.
And she came over and met with me and my wife. My wife's like, you're not going to manage influencers. Like, seriously?
Okay. Well, this other girl, Charlie Jordan. You know.
Pretty.
He is pretty.
Okay.
Yo, what?
Yeah. Great.
She just got mad awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, really.
In the middle of a sentence.
No, you're
Because
good. No, you're good. You have the similar. I think that's why we also connected. 'Cause when I first met you as well, I walked in. And this bull's like this on like 2 different phones. He has another phone there, and he's like on the computer. I shit you not. It's like I was like I fuck with that. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like
People are like, is he on drug? I've never done a drug in my life.
no fucking way.
Not a single- never.
You don't need one. just to clarify. That's
Clarify, I've never done a drug ever.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Seriously.
You need some.
Nice. Sweet. Fire.
Holy shit! But yeah, it was just someone I connected in that they put me up in a hotel and yeah, we started shooting after that, which was that week I was supposed to move out. So.
You were the shot clock was winding down. Fucking, you're about to dip out of LA in a couple days.
Oh yeah,
You throw up this Hail
it
Mary.
was that. Yep, it was that last week that I was there, and yeah, it's just. I mean,
And then you won the show.
yeah, I didn't. Okay. So I almost didn't do the show. For one, I was so caught up in U-Haul and how to fucking get back cross country from LA to fucking Philadelphia. And everything else, I was getting these emails, and I was like, "This is like I would never." It just fucking spam.
Yeah.
Like this shit isn't. So I didn't pay attention to it. And then, mind you, once I did like this video call with them, they told me I was like, I'm good. Like they want me on.
You were like, what?
And I was like, well, what is it? I started coming up with all these excuses. I was like, well, what is it? All these fears? Really, is what it was. I was like, well, what is it? And then
I've never performed before.
Well, I've never right. That's a perfect one. I was like, I've never performed before. Oh my gosh, I have to sing. I don't know if I can sing, in front of other people. So it was all of these things in my head. I was like, oh fuck, like that. And are they going to twist my message?
Yeah.
Like the things that I talk about. That was a big one.
You're like,
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah.
destroy me.
Yeah.
See, NBC is going to destroy me.
They're gonna. And it was such a fear. But now facing that fear,
You're glad you did it, right? I would have never found you.
It changed my fucking
I
life.
DM'd you. I was like, yo, you are bananas.
But see, that's what's on the
I was
other.
like, you got a deal. I'm like,
Yeah, you called me. You called me immediately.
He goes,
Yeah.
no, I don't have a deal. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, you're like,
I'm
come over
I'm
right
you need
now.
to come here right now.
Yeah.
I was like, are you serious? I got on the phone. I called everybody I knew.
Yeah, that was like
I
3
was
years
like,
ago.
yo,
I remember that. He was
like, yo,
calling me.
I had people ready to sign him on the spot, but he was just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean, like-
and I didn't want to make I didn't want to make any decision.
Totally understand.
Everyone in my fucking ear, and I'm so grateful to have had so many people helping and supporting and everything. But I just didn't know what to do. This was my intro to really, right? You realize that it's not just about music. Like, it's a fucking business.
It's listen.
You're
it's
a
not-
business.
It's not the music homies. It's not the
No,
music friends.
no,
it's
for
the music business.
Yep.
For sure.
Like you got to have your business right
Yeah.
as a person. You know what I mean? But yo, let me ask this real quick.
Yeah.
So you won the fucking show. You put out the record. You had a #1 record with the Jonas Brothers, right?
You're right. Yeah. And then I heard it was them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna put myself in front of like a lot of these girls, and are they gonna like me? I was just every fear, every fear that I had, and it was just, but now looking at like that's what's on the other side.
I'm glad you did it.
I loved how honest you were too, because you came out on the show and you said all that. You were like, "Hey guys, this is my first time performing." And
Yeah, well,
So
because
you
I was fucking shitting my pants, I was so fucking
Let me ask you,
scared.
because we're gonna wrap this up in a second. I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
If you give one piece of advice to an independent artist, what would you say?
Ooh, that's good. Honestly, be super. So many. I know it's what you love to do, but sometimes in what you love to do, you don't necessarily like doing some things in that particular form. How bad do you want it, and what are you willing to do and sacrifice in order to get it? But also being open-minded, because I had everyone in my life in my ear, but if I wasn't also open-minded, you and I never would have met.
Right.
So I think it's also going off of not just like brain thought, but like feeling. I say frequency now.
And with that being said, bro, thank you for coming to the
Yeah,
fucking
Abel
podcast.
Hart live on the
homie.
podcast.
We love you, man.
homie.
Yo,
Love
thank
you,
you for
bro.
coming and joining with us.
Thank
And
you.
the whole
Yeah,
crew over here.
Thank you, bro. That
The
was
whole
awesome.
sync
That was
crew. Because there's like 24 of these motherfuckers. Yo, somebody turn the camera. I want to get everybody. You know what I mean? Like, look at these. There's like 30 of these kids, bro.
Yep.
Look at them.
Shout out to the Sync, everybody.
Shout out to the
Everybody
gang,
in here. Kai,
Badass host.
Kai, thank you so much for coming.
I like
That's
the
good.
host setup. It's
Live performance from Abel. Thank
Love
you
it.
so much, brother.
Yeah.